Hi, Mandy O'Neill here, and welcome to How to Download a Useful Report from Donor Drive. For today's demonstration, we're going to download a report of all your participants that have raised between $250 and $499 with the idea that you want to send them an extra special email or you want to call them to encourage them to get up over the top and get into Factor Club. But I want to remind you that this process works for any kind of data that you want to pull. So this is just the example report that we're going to pull today. So from your event control panel, go up to Reports in the menu. And when the Reports page comes up, you're going to scroll down to the section that says Data Exports and Custom Exports, and you're going to select Participant Registrations. Now, you'll probably come up to a screen where you can see there's two tabs here. One is Downloads and the other is Profiles. So what you're going to see, you're going to click over to Profiles, and if you already have created a report profile, it's going to be here and you can just select it and run the report again anytime you want to. For today though, we're going to create a new report profile. So on the far right, you're going to select create a new profile, and this is going to get you to the screen where you're going to name your profile, and for today we're just going to call it Demo Profile Number 1. And when you scroll down, you get to choose the columns and reorder the columns for your profile. So remember, what we want to do is pull the people who have raised more than $250, and we want their first name and we want their email address. So we're going to scroll down here to the participant information, and we'll say participant email. There we go. And you just select the field that you want to move, and you hit the little arrow here in the middle, and it moves it over to selected fields. The next one is the participant first name, and so we're going to move that over to the selected fields. And because what we care about is how much they raised, we're going to keep scrolling down until we get to total raised, participant total raised. We're going to move that over there. Now, maybe what you want to do is call or get in touch with your participants by first name rather than email first. So what you can do is select the field of participant first name, and you can move it up, move it down, or you can just bop it right up to the top. So now the report will read the first name, their email address, and their total raised. I actually like total raised to be the lead, so I'm going to move it. I'm going to reorder my fields that way. All right. Now you keep scrolling down to add filter. This is the most important pull of the report, and this is the crux of the reporting tool in Donor Drive. You're going to select the criteria that you want. So the field is total raised because that's what you care about, is how much they've raised. So we'll go participant, and it's going to be exactly the same fields as above. But now we get to assign some values. And so I'm going to say is greater than or equal to $250, because we want to get everyone who's raised $250. And the same field, we want to set a criteria, so it'll be participant total raised is equal to or less than $499. Okay, so do you see how that's grabbing a very small targeted audience of folks that have a chance to fundraise their way into Factor Club? Now, something that we're not going to do on this report, but I just wanted to bring it up to you, is if you select add a new result order, you can actually, if we went down and took the total amount raised, participant total raised, you could have the report run in ascending order or descending order, which if you wanted to have your top fundraisers, the people that are at $498, if you wanted them to render first on the list, you could do this. we're not going to do that for today's report, but you have that option. And it's a nice option to have. Now, all of the time zone, the date and display, private profile, API alias, those are things that you're very, very rarely going to use. So I'm not going to waste your time with them today. What is important is if you're going to save the profile or save and download. Now, if you're not ready to run the report, you can just save the profile. Or if you just want to set up your profiles, which you might want to do, at the beginning of walk season, is set up all your report profiles, then you would just save profiles. I save time and I hit save and download. And that is going to save the requested download, demo profile number 1. And you can ask for it to download now, or you can ask for it to download later. And you can have it download in a CSV file or a tab file. It's going to come out in Microsoft Excel. But what's important is this download later option gives you the chance to set up a recurring report. Maybe you want to know every week who is between $250 and $500 so that you can watch the progression and see if people are stalling and maybe need a phone call. So you set it up for today and you want it to repeat. If you want to have it every week, you'd have it repeat every 7 days, and you can choose the time of day that you want it to run. So let's just say we want it to run at 7 a.m., and you can schedule your download, and you will get this very same report on a weekly basis. Now, if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to set up a recurring report, that's fine. You can just hit now and hit your request download. And you'll see that your download's being processed. And when your download comes through, what you're going to see, you'll get an email confirming that your download is available. And where you're going to find it is on this tab that says your downloads. Remember, we were looking at profiles, but now your downloads will be listed here. You can see this one is in progress, but this one is already available. And when you select on it, you can actually download that report, and you'll see it downloads down here as a zip file. So you have it available to you. And you'll always have that profile available to you because you saved the profile while you chose how to download it. That's it. That's pretty cool, right? So now you can stay on top of all of your data with any criteria that you choose to track. Bye.